Hey, what's up everyone? Ralph here. So in this video we have a 28-year-old who lives with their parents and only has $400 to their name, right? And this isn't surprising, right? Because I think, if you read some articles, they said how there's like almost 60% of Americans couldn't cover $1,000 emergency, and obviously for having $400 in your account, you're one of those people. And this is not to disparage this woman, right? This is to just break down the reality that when it comes to managing your finances, a lot of people struggle with that, right? We've all been there, right? I've had $30,000 of credit card debt, and it's just interesting to see the person's mindset when it comes to how they manage money, right? And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just let her talk, and then I'll share my thoughts throughout the video. So let's just hear what she has to say. Oh, and just so you know that in the first 6 seconds it's gonna be kind of low. But the volume picks up afterwards, so just be patient.
I'm just gonna be real, and I have $400 in my savings. I've been living back at home for 2.5 years. I don't know how that's happening, where the money's going. Actually, yes, I do know. It's going up to groceries, it's going to student loan payments, and it's going to paying off my credit cards, which I use all the time. And then I'm like, oh my God, it's time to pay the bill. So then I need to pay whatever money that I get paid, the little amount that I get paid while serving. I need to put that towards my credit cards. So, and then I was taking trips last year because I was like, YOLO, why not just live it up now, because I'm never going to be living at my parents again. And it's here I am still.
So you can see right now, right? Obviously she's a server. So that's the first issue, right? She's at a profession. She has a job that doesn't make a lot of money, right? And then she's talking about YOLO, mindset, just live it up. For those that don't understand, you only live once, and that type of mindset. I understand. You want to enjoy your life, man. You want to have fun. You want to have fun while you're on this earth. But you gotta be smart when it comes to your money. Things cost money. You just can't YOLO when you have a job where that doesn't make a lot of money. That's just a wrong way to manage your finances. And obviously she talks about credit cards, but she uses a lot. Someone that has experience with the credit cards, using it a lot, I know from experience how that feels. And she clearly has an issue when it comes to managing her money. She doesn't make a lot of money, yet she spends more than she makes, and that's an issue for a lot of people. And that's always gonna be, if you're someone with that type of mentality, you only live once, and so you might as well just spend the money. You can't live like that, right? Because you could live a long time, and what are you gonna do when it comes to that? You're just gonna struggle and just be like, hey, at least I live my life. It's a wrong mindset to have. So let's let her continue.
But now my finances are. So can we just be real about it? Does everyone have a big savings? Because I am so embarrassed. It's embarrassing, because that also gives me so much anxiety, because I'm like, wow, at this rate, I'm never going to afford anything. I'm never going to afford living my dream life.
And that's the reality. It's the truth. It's gonna be. I don't try to be harsh, but you're not. You based on your standard of living and your profession, you're not gonna live that dream life. You can't do it. It's just not possible, right? You're a server. You don't make too much money. You don't make enough money, and yet you want to live this dream life. It's just impossible to do that, right? And if you want that dream life, you're gonna have to work. You're gonna have to put in the work. If you want to be successful in anything, you're gonna have to work, right? You want to be successful. You want to make a lot of money. You gotta work for it, right? You want to be good at your profession. You're gonna have to work for it. You want to get married, have children. You want to have a family. You gotta work at it. All these things require a lot of work, man. This life is hard. Right? You can't just put life doesn't start on easy mode, right? You gotta put in the work. You gotta bear down and understand that life is going to be difficult, and you have to be prepared for that. And she clearly is just she has a mentality that she's not prepared for that, right? For me, that's how it comes off. She's not prepared for that life, right? Especially at 28, and not to say that at 28 you have everything figured out. For some people it takes time, but at age of 28, you should be on a path to figuring it out. And she's at this point where she's just oblivious, her heads are in the cloud, she has no idea what's going on. And that's not a way you want to live your life, especially at age 28. And she's an attractive woman. So, if you're gonna continue on this path, if you haven't figured it out, then you're either gonna have to like I said, start a business so you can make more money, or two, maybe get married so you can find a spouse that's going to provide you with stability and also direction, because it seems like she doesn't have any direction. So let her continue.
Who do I think I am? Then the Delulu is money comes and goes. The more you put out, the more comes back. And it's like, I'm still waiting for it to return to me. But,
is it what is that? Is that the like law of attraction? Like the more you put out, the more it comes in or something like that? I think it's like law of attraction. That I don't know, that mindset is just crazy to me. Like you gotta take action. It's not something you just think like, oh, if I think it, the more I put out, the more money I put out, the more that's gonna come back to me. That's not how it works. You gotta put things into action. You gotta put things in place for that money, for that energy to come back. And I don't know, I think it's the law of attraction. Correct me if I'm wrong.
anyway, I'm this close to spending that last $400 on a one-way ticket to Europe.
I'm sorry to pause all the time, but like, you can't outrun your problems. Like a lot of people think, oh, I'm just gonna leave and just go to another country, and for what? Like, why is Europe the solution, right? Like, why? You think they're just gonna take care of you, and like you're gonna be able to just do nothing and you're good? Yo, you can't outrun your problems, man. If you're struggling with your money, it don't matter where you go, you're gonna struggle. So the fact that you think you can just outrun your problem, you're gonna have to figure it out. You're gonna have to provide some stability. You have to have some income, some money to do the things that you want.
It's Valentine's Day. I don't have a Valentine. I'll be my own Valentine and gift me the best gift. No, but how does the money, like, I'm looking back, I'm like, how do I only have that much money to my name? I never have to worry about getting robbed, I guess. I don't know, but I think that's the thing that like humbles me so much is looking at my bank account. It's like, yes, I have all these dreams and goals, but when I look at my bank account, I'm like, okay, pause. And then I get so scared. My biggest fear isn't dying. My biggest fear is actually just like running out of time and croaking before I get to actually experience the life I want to experience, before I actually get the finances in order to experience what I want to experience. But then I know people are like, you don't always need money to do what you want to do. Like, you can do things on a budget. You can travel on a budget. And it's like, okay, true, but like, I think you need a little more than $400.
Is it me? All right, I think for a lot of people, I've noticed this, right? And I think everyone has this type of mindset or this fear. I don't know if it's fair, but like they want to experience life, right? They people want to enjoy this time, especially I like a lot of females. They like to do this, like they want to enjoy this time on earth. They want to enjoy. They want to travel. They want to have fun. I get it, right? And I think that's their biggest fear, that being able to lose that ability to enjoy life the way they want to go out and travel, to have fun, and they want to just postpone any type of responsibility in order to just live that life, right? You want to enjoy it, and I get it. You want to enjoy that life, but enjoying that life costs, right? It costs money. It's not something that you can do on the cheap, right? You can enjoy life at a lower level where you can enjoy nature, whatever. But if you want to do the traveling, you want to explore, these things cost money, and it requires a little bit of effort. And you can't just be like, yeah, I have all these dreams, I want to do it, but then hoping that they can happen. You got to put in some effort. You got to put in the system in order to make these things happen. So I understand that a lot of people have this fear when it comes to just like really missing out on life, and I get it, but that's just life, you know.
I feel like we're just always given so much different info. It's like money comes and goes, it flows, money's energy. The more you put out, the more you get back. And then it's like, you really don't need that much money to do what you want to do. Travel on a budget. And it's like, okay, but how are you traveling on a budget? And like, is it really a budget? Like, are you talking $400 in your account budget, or like you need more, you know? And I'm also the type of person that has no patience. So I have no patience for my money to get up before I take the leap doing things that I want to do. I'm just caught.
And you see that lack of patience. Like, if you're going to grow money, if you're going to make money, if you're going to build wealth for yourself, you have to be patient, right? If you want to be successful at anything, it requires patience. And if you're someone that doesn't have any patience, then you're going to have that mentality. Okay, like saving for retirement, right? We're saving a retirement fund. That requires patience, right? It requires, obviously, depending on how you do it, if you're working for a company, you need the 401k, you put money into it, you let that money grow. Or you start a business, you make money for yourself, and you put in investments. All these things take time. And if you're someone that has this mindset that you have no patience, it's going to be hard for you to manage your finance properly, because you're not thinking long term. Impatient people don't think long term. Right? They just say, you know what, I'm going to live for now, and then I'll worry about tomorrow. And that's just a horrible way to live if you're someone that that hopefully has an idea of like living until your 80s or longer. So that's clearly an issue for her as well.
I'm just constantly humbled. Constantly humbled. Like $400 in a bank account. And the fact that I'm putting it out there. But like someone, like can anyone relate? Also, I'm 21 plus 7 years old. I think I should probably get a grip on my finances, but also in the same breath, I'm like, where's it going to go when I croak anyway, you know? It's not coming to the grave with me, so why am I going to bust my ass doing something to get money that's not going to go with me? But then I also need money now for life, so humbled yet again. I'm just going to be
So look, the fact that she was like, I'm 21 plus 7 years old. Like, what does that mean? Like, you're 28 years old. It's like, yeah, she has the mentality that she's going to be 21 forever. I don't understand that. And she's clearly not dealing with the reality that, yo, man, you gotta, she still has this mindset that she's not really thinking long term about the situation, right? So look at, man, for her she needs to come up with a plan, but I don't know if she's mature enough to do that. Like she has this like free spirit mentality, like you know what, just live for today and then you see what happens tomorrow. For her, I would recommend, look at, man, you need to find somebody, a husband, right? I know we're in this independent age, you want to do it yourself, cool. But clearly she doesn't have it together. She doesn't have life figured out. She has no idea what she wants to do. She has dreams and she has an idea of what she wants, but she doesn't know how to get it, right? So she needs to probably like find somebody. She's an attractive girl. Find a person, a spouse that find a person a spouse that can provide her that stability, and provide her with direction, some guidance, because she needs a little bit right now, because she doesn't have any of that right now. Like she has no guidance, she has she has no understanding of what she wants to do with her life. She's just living, right? And then wondering how can I, live out my dreams, and worried that she's gonna die before she even gets to experience her dreams. So like she's gonna have to figure it out. And this is tough. And this is the reality for a lot of people when it comes to managing money. Like you can understand it if people were like, I can't, I'm not able to afford things because inflation, things cost too much. You get that. You can understand that. But a lot of times it's just that for a lot of people, it's just mismanagement of money, right? And you're spending more than you make, or not making enough. And for her, obviously, it's the case. So let me know what your thoughts are. I'll make sure to leave a comment down below, hit the like button, share. And if you haven't done so already, make sure to subscribe. All right, so guys, take care and have a good one. Later.